it's Keith from Home Team Fitness. I just wanted to have a little chat with you about the coronavirus. It's a very hot topic at the minute. Obviously it's all in the news, and obviously this is a worldwide problem that we've got. I just want to sort of come at you from a point of view for like myself and probably people in sort of my situation as well, but obviously I think it'll benefit others as well. It will benefit anyone obviously who wants to boost their immunity. About obviously how to combat the coronavirus. Obviously we've heard in the news and we know about obviously washing the hands. They say sort of like a good sort of 20 seconds of properly washing, making sure you're getting in your nails and everywhere. Obviously, so good hygiene is utmost importance. So washing our hands properly is just common sense, but I'm just going to leave a link down in the description just to sort of like it leads off to a little video that obviously just shows you how to properly wash your hands. Use tissues for your coughs and sneezes, and if you haven't got one, sort of just into your sleeve, so just to stop it from spreading, and obviously get landing on anywhere else, because obviously it just sort of sprays out and then the next person touches the surface or whatever, so it can contract like that. And avoid touching your face with unclean hands. So that's all pretty much basic hygiene, but it's well worth keeping on top of. Things like wiping down your surfaces properly with your food when you're preparing them, sort of anti-bac and everything like that. So yeah, any sort of antibacterial sort of like wiping will help out with things like that, and anti-bac wipes are probably a good thing to like keep hold of you. Maybe in your car, for women, maybe in their handbag, that sort of thing. Just it's worth keeping on you. For myself, I just want to say that I'm actually sort of somebody who suffers with psoriatic arthritis and Crohn's disease, which is an inflammatory bowel disease. So I'm on what you call immunosuppressant drugs. So with this, obviously, yeah, it helps. It helps to look after my condition as far as the arthritis and the Crohn's. But because of that, it lowers the immunity by obviously decreasing my white blood count. So I regularly have to have my blood's taken every sort of month just to check that, and quite often my white blood count is like on the low side. So that's the problem. You've got the benefits from taking these medications to help combat the arthritis and the Crohn's, but on the flip side, immunosuppressant, and obviously it decreases our immunity against these sort of things. So there's other sort of diseases and things like this that can sort of like suppress our immune system. So what I want to look at is ways that we can boost it sort of naturally. This is why I've got this here: how to boost your immune system and increase your white blood count, because we can actually do that. So that's what I want to look at, is ways that we can do this. Obviously, we know about eating plenty of like fruit and veg, but I just want to have a little bit of a rundown of like the types of foods that we want to eat and why they're good for us. So vitamin C, eat plenty of vitamin C, rich foods which increase the production of white blood count. So it increases the production of your white blood cells, which are the cells for fighting against viruses, bacterial and viral infections. Things such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, red peppers, cabbage, kale, oranges, kiwi, blackberries, grapefruit, strawberries, spinach, lemons, potatoes, onions, blackcurrants, raspberries, red currants and blueberries. So not only are these sort of high in vitamin C, which obviously helps to boost our immune system, but a lot of these sort of like got a lot of antioxidants as well. So especially like blueberries. So these foods are high in antioxidants, which is brilliant, and also something called flavonoids. And flavonoids help to strengthen the respiratory tract's immune defense system. So especially for people who've got like COPD or asthma, it's brilliant for people like that. So next on the list is vitamin A. Okay, and vitamin A is good for healthy immunity and lung function. So for foods that you want to eat, things like carrots, kale, sweet potato, tomatoes, peas, whole milk, peaches, spinach, lettuce, apricots and eggs. So they're all good sources of vitamin A. Okay, onto vitamin D. Vitamin D helps to regulate your immune system. So things that you want to be eating are like salmon, eggs, sardines, mushrooms, tuna, milk, cod liver oil, yogurt and cottage cheese. So yeah, they're all very good sources of vitamin D. So next on the list is zinc, and zinc is really good. It helps to support and regulate the immune system. And foods that you want to be eating are like almonds, beef, oysters. Oysters are like one of the highest ones you can have if you like these sort of things. Personally, I don't. But garlic, pumpkin seeds, cashews, and dark chocolate, that might, please some people, but obviously that's a little bit more on the high calorie side of things. But yeah, but in small quantities, I'm sure it's fine. Vitamin E, that's also brilliant. It helps to boost your immune system. And you want to be eating almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, broccoli and hazelnuts. Okay, so other than obviously foods that help to boost the immune system, other things also come into play, and that is sleep. We want to be getting enough quality sleep, between sort of 7-8 hours. Some people need longer than others. Yeah, make sure you get enough sleep, because that helps to sort of recuperate, and obviously it helps all our hormones and everything like that. And obviously if we're not getting enough sleep, your immune system, your defense system goes down, and you're just more open to infection. Exercise is another good one. So obviously here at Home Zone Fitness, that's what I promote anyway. Exercise helps to sort of gets the blood flowing, gets the circulation going, so that's a really important thing to do for overall health, but also for cell production and things like that. We want to reduce stress, so our cortisol levels. So because obviously whenever you feel stressed out, again, that lowers your immune system. You're just more open again to infection. If you can, reduce the stress, then that's good. It's not always possible, but whatever you can, whatever you can do to try and reduce it, then do so. Next, some of you won't like this one, but I'm going to put it anyway, and that's to limit your alcohol and quit smoking if possible. Again, not everybody's going to just quit smoking. I know it's difficult, it's a drug, but even if you can reduce it bit by bit, it's just something that can help you in the long run. And obviously by limiting your alcohol, that can also help you as well. So all these are possible. They're all things to do. It's just incorporate in obviously the healthy foods, but find the foods obviously you still like, and just put them into obviously your nutrition. So nutrition plays a vital role in all of this. So because obviously if we put junk in, we're going to get junk out basically. So if we sort of keep ourselves bolstered up on the right nutrition, the right vitamins, minerals and all of that, then we stand a much better chance in sort of keeping our bodies more resilient to infection. And of course, like I said, I'm trying to boost the immunity, obviously because I'm on immunosuppressant, so anybody who's like that. Another way to get these foods in, a good way to boost your immune system, is you can obviously blend them up in a drink. So not everybody likes the veg, but obviously fruits, I tend to like having the frozen fruits, like the blueberries, blackberries, red currants, black currants, raspberries. I like to sort of put them into a drink and blend it up. So, and when they're sort of frozen, it still retains all the vitamins and minerals, and it just makes a really nice sort of cold smoothie drink. I just like to do that for my own sort of personal preference, and I sort of put protein with mine as well. You can put what obviously you desire with yours, but yeah, and also with it being frozen, obviously it's a little bit cheaper than buying fresh all the time. And also the longevity, obviously they don't go off as quick, so you can store them in the freezer. So another thing as well that's vitally important is drink plenty of water. Obviously our body's made up of 70% water, so just keep yourselves adequately hydrated. So the reason I've done this is all about prevention. I'm not saying that this will obviously definitely prevent you from getting it. If it we're all susceptible to get it, but this is just a way to boost your immune system. This is good for people, obviously, even if they don't have these conditions like I have myself. It's more vital again for people that do have these conditions and they have got a low immune system. But low immune system or not, why not boost it up? Give yourselves the best chance in sort of like preventing from getting this in the first place. Lastly, another thing I do myself, which I recommend doing, especially if you're on sort of immunosuppressants like myself, is just to top up with vitamin C and zinc tablets. You can get it just vitamin C, but this one's, you know, got the zinc included. So they're good to do. These are effervescent ones, so that they just dissolve in water, but you can get like the chewable kind, and you can get obviously the tablets that you can just swallow. I also take the cod liver oil, so it's the vitamin D. Yeah, it all helps to boost the immunity. Like I said, I try and get as much as I can from my foods, but you know, instead of sort of like just relying on the foods alone, I just like to sort of just to top up, just to give that a little bit more of a boost. So I recommend doing that, especially, you know, as things stand at the minute. So I wish you well, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to leave any sort of like comments down below, and if you enjoyed the video, maybe give a thumbs up. I appreciate that very much.